Sony and Disney are butting heads again. This time, yes, it's involving Spider-Man, but it's involving the director, Jon Watts. So what exactly is happening? Well, Disney wants to keep him in the fold and keep him as part of their crew going forward, even if it's not related to Spider-Man. Sony wants him because they're hopeful that if he comes on and he directs a Tom Holland Spider-Man film, that they can make it seem like it's another Spider-Man MCU film and pull a fast one on the crowd that doesn't know. So let's talk about what exactly is happening. And before we get into this, as always, thank you guys for watching, and if you don't mind, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So, love him or hate him, you're not gonna take away what Jon Watts has done very quickly in his career. Going from an independent film to 2 big blockbusters in Hollywood and now being one of the guys that a lot of studios are looking for their next franchise is huge. You know, he's following the pattern of a lot of big directors today, and more props to him because he's been able to do this, and it's very rare that directors do this, but he's one of them. So naturally, Marvel Studios wants to keep him. From what we're hearing is Kevin Feige is sitting down and he's trying to pull him into the MCU to direct something else down the road. Now what that could be anybody's guess. Maybe Disney Plus oriented, maybe another big feature film, maybe they want him for Young Avengers or something. I think that would honestly be pretty awesome. But on the other side, Sony's gonna want to try to mimic the MCU style. Of course they are. What a better way to do it than get the guy that's directed the last 2 films under Kevin Feige. And this makes a lot of sense, right? You're just like, look, if you want to copy them, you get everything that they have. You already got the actor, get the director, and we'll try to make it seem like it's a Spider-Man film, even though it's going to be our own films in the future. Get that guy because he might be able to do it. So Disney and Sony are now at war over this, and to me this is another petty thing, right? It is petty because it's like, oh my god, you guys, just like, this is childish. But at the same time, I understand it. Kevin Feige thought he was going to have Jon Watts for longer, and he thought he was going to have his vision, his version of the characters, and his storytelling, his directing style, and that's not happening. Sony sees the necessity of him because he's done so well for Marvel Studios and for those Spider-Man films that they want to bring him back in, and they don't want to risk somebody else that might not, fall into that studio vision. Like, for example, Sam Raimi with the 3rd one, or Mark Webb with both of the films when they came in and undercut every decision he made. Because they know how Jon Watts works now, they're hoping they can just bring him in and let him do his thing. But as history has shown us with Sony, that doesn't tend to happen when they think they know better. So it's going to be interesting to see who gets him, if it's one of these 2, or if maybe DC even comes in there with Warner Brothers and they're like, hey, we're going to put our name in here because we want him for something else, which could be another interesting approach. And I think there is a likelihood that we're going to see a couple studios fighting over him because they want him for everything he's done. And I'm assuming his asking price isn't the highest, but clearly his output is real good compared to how much he's put out and how much it succeeded. So there's definitely a lot of need to get someone like that on your side.